But just as a quick recap, we have been talking about dreams, and we said that a dream is our ability, it is your ability, it is my ability to acquire or accomplish something of great importance. The first step was desire, and we said that when we are talking about desire, we are talking about that which is of the Father. We're talking about God tapping, don't forget that tapping, at the heart of your soul, saying that this is what I have in store for you. We said that the second step in this process was the step of decision. And to borrow a phrase from the baseball great Yogi Berra, if you don't know where you're going, you might end up someplace else. Then we said that the third step was to ask, and asking is a practical attempt to make manifest that which already exists in the mind. Then on last week, we talked about the importance of love. We said that love is a spiritual power that joins and builds. We talked about being able to love our dream from impression to expression. We talked about love as a magnet that draws to us the good desires of our heart and that helps us bring this dream forth. And so today we're talking about faith. What is faith? Faith is the substance, talk to me, of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The revealing word says that faith is the perceiving power of the mind linked with the power to shape substance. So then faith has two functions. One of its functions is to reach beyond hope. The other function is to see beyond what does not yet appear. Faith works, but we must work our faith. Faith, according to your bulletin, moves and molds ideas and brings them into expression. And so then faith is not just something that you have, faith is something that must begin to work. But I submit to you that sometimes our faith does not work the way it should work because our faith fights with our fear. We have a faith factor, but we also have a fear factor. As it relates to dreams, you might think that you have a dream, but your fear might tell you that your dream is not important. As it relates to your faith might tell you that you're able to accomplish your dream, but your fear might tell you that you don't have the skills and you don't have the gifts and you don't have the resources, you don't have the connections to bring your dream into fruition. Fear immobilizes you. Fear keeps you right where you are, in many instances either running away from where you're going or unable to move toward what you're headed for. Faith knows that God is the source of everything that we need, both spiritually and materially. Don't worry about how, just worry about yes. See, all too often, before we get to the yes stage, we start trying to figure out how we can work it. Faith is a spiritual quality. It is a spiritual power. And guess what? You are a spiritual being. And so since you are a spiritual being, it means that you're not going to be able to purely work the elements of your dream from a human standpoint. Faith energizes. Faith is the energizer of creative power, right? So there's really only one creative power, and that creative power is actually the presence and power of God. Faith gives you the ability to wake up, say wake up, those dormant energies that lie within each and every one of us. We are each able to create the kind of life we were destined to live, but if we don't exercise our faith, we have very little chance of living it. Does that make sense?